Hi everyone, Richard here at Calvin Wazoo, bringing you another video. And this is, I'm going to start off with a new record that I got the other day, along with the Iggy Pop and the Stooges from Goose Lake. I already did that video, but I got another record that day when I picked up Iggy Pop. And then that kind of set me off into a listening mood, and so I'll share what I was listening to last night. But first, the new album is this one here. A little bit of glare, but this is Motahiko Hamase, or Hamase. I'm going to say Hamase. Japanese bass player. And the album Intaglio was originally released back in 1986. And I was looking up the original, because what this is not a reissue of the same 1986 recording. This is a re-recording of the album that was released in 2018. So he performs on all the tracks, except there's a note here for the track on side A, the second track, Rain Calls for Bird. That was performed by Toshio Kaji on piano. So he provided the piano on that. And then Hamase played all the solo on 6-string fretless bass that was crafted by Jan Muren in 1996. And so they re-recorded the songs in Japan and in 2018. It's kind of an ambient jazz. Really, really beautiful, beautiful music. And this was a recording that I basically picked up not knowing anything about. Lately, I've been listening to quite a bit, at least online, and different YouTube videos, to Japanese jazz and some Japanese math rock, and but the Japanese jazz, some of it fusion, most of it fusion material, and it really has piqued my interest. So I'm going to be kind of on a Japanese jazz binge for a while. In fact, I've got some records that are going to be coming in the mail that I've ordered. Just amazing material. And I took a risk on this one, and it, like I say, it's really, really amazing work. I'm going to listen to it again today. I listened to it yesterday. Just really, really kind of blew my mind. Very soothing. Atmospheric. It's just hard to think of descriptions. And so that kind of set me off for listening. And I've mentioned the rest of these albums in previous videos, but it's kind of set me off on a little bit of a world music jag for a while, and then I settled back into some other things. But I followed up this one here. I followed up this with this album, Alton Gun, and the name of the album is On. Just look at that artwork. I ordered this online, and I was just blown away by the album artwork. And it is a Dutch band, very cool. Let's see the label. Dutch band. Let's see the back side. that mixes Turkish music and rhythms and some psychedelia. So listening to that, then that kind of moved me into next I went to this Joey Pastrana and his orchestra. By the way, this one is the first album by Alton Gunn, and they had a second one that was released in 2018, and they had another one called Jesse that was released in 2019. So yeah, moved on to Joey Pastrana, who is a drummer and had a band. This is he has releases that are under just Joey Pastrana, or in this case, Joey Pastrana and his orchestra. The album is Let's Ball, and it's just great Latin boogaloo and shingling and Latin soul. Just really incredible stuff. Just, makes you want to dance. So that was, a great follow-up. Then I went on to, after listening to that, I was like, oh man, there's some, good singing on this, but I wanted to hear Willie Colon. This is The Hustler, which I'm trying to remember if it was the first or second album. It might have been the second album. But anyway, Hector Lavoe sings on this. And Hector Lavoe's voice is just really incredible. And Willie Colon, trombone player, band leader, amazing compositions and orchestration. Saw him a couple years ago here in Chicago for the Summer Music Series in Grant Park. Of course, Hector Lavoe wasn't with him then because Hector Lavoe died in the 80s, I believe. Died of AIDS. He had some drug issues at the time. But he also had a solo career. And I haven't seen any solo albums, but I'll be on the lookout for them. Because I have several Willie Colon albums that he sings on. And like I said, his voice is just amazing. Then that kind of moved me into thinking about cumbia. This is Los Miros. And this release, Cumbia Amazonica, is a compilation of many of their more psychedelic leaning cumbia music. And although the cover is exactly the same as one of their earlier albums that was released in the early 70s, I think. So beautiful music. If you've never listened to cumbia, you can hear some cumbia influences, I think, in the Clash's Sandinista on some of their songs, and also Carlos Santana, and a lot of his material has that flavor of cumbia to it. So the psychedelic nature of the Los Miros set me into, well, now I gotta listen to, the great Syd Barrett and The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. And I like listening to this. This is a stereo. I don't have a mono release. But the stereo, it's good. It's really good when I'm playing it and listening to it through my speakers. When I'm listening to it in headphones, there are a couple songs where, they go from one channel back and forth, or something is like totally in one channel and there's not much going on in the other channel. It kind of bugs my ears a little bit. So I prefer to listen to it, coming out of the speakers. And then that channel separation doesn't bother me as much as it does when I'm listening with headphones. Then that kind of set me on a trail to, all right, well, now I'm in the mood for some, I'll listen to Traffic, John Barleycorn Must Die. Wonderful album, just I got it on this Island label. None of these, are originals, except, when I buy them when they first come out. And I don't have any like that. Well, I take that back. I do have some Zappa albums, of course, that I wouldn't bought originals. But anyway, from John Barleycorn, Must Die, then it was, it was getting close to the end of the night. And so I put on Magical Mystery Tour. That's the one I felt like I wanted to listen to. And it was a good ending for the evening. Weird thing about this, all right? So this is a reissue. And I'm trying to remember when. Might say on the wax, but let me see here. It comes with this Cirque du Soleil advertisement card for the Beatles' Love. So there's that promotion that came with it. But the weird thing, when I bought it when I think this first came out, like last year or 2 years ago, and just looking at the album here to see if it says anything about the date. Oh, I'm gonna have to probably just look that up. Anyway, it cost me, it was less than $30. It was in the $20 range. New release and all that. And then I put together a video of, based on median prices, most expensive vinyl in my collection in terms of what it's retailing for. And this was like up to $80 was the median price. Kind of blew me away because I bought it, just a little while ago, and for some reason, prices, I just don't get it. But yeah, let me. To Magical Mystery Tour. Yeah, the median price is now $100. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand why that reissue. I mean, it is mono. It's a mono reissue. But $100, and I got it for a really good deal. So I'm not exactly sure what the thing is about that. If anybody knows why this is suddenly so collectible, yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I think I bought it for, the lowest price is $29.99, and I think that's what I bought it for, just under $30, or right about it. It might have been less than $29.99. Anyway, that's what I was listening to last night. So, let you know again, if you ever had the opportunity, if you see this album by Motohiko Hamase Intaglio, and you like, this kind of ambient jazz, very new wavy kind of jazz, and very bass-driven style jazz, definitely pick this up. It's a beautiful, beautiful album. Interesting. I looked up the original 1986 recording in Discogs, and it is listed there. But there are no prices because it's never sold in the Discog marketplace. So there is no pricing for it. But I did notice that somebody, where they say how many people own it and how many people want it, for the main release, because they have an entry for both a promo and for what do you call it? Well, the regular release, and then like a white label promo type. And what blew me away on that one was the I'll go check it out here. Yeah, this was his first album, according to Discogs, released in 1986, okay? And the regular LP, because it was issued on CD and also cassette, 19 people say they have it. 660 people say they want it. But it's never sold in the Discogs marketplace. So what it would sell for, it's probably going to be quite a premium, considering 19 people have it and 660 people want it for an original. And I don't know the difference, between the original and then this new recording of the same material. So yeah, this is like I said, different. It's not just a standard reissue of the same recording. Anyway, I've been going on too long for that. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy music as much as I do and record collecting. Leave a comment in the down under. Please like, subscribe, share this video. But always remember, enjoy your music.